Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the RC Retirement Program. And this episode is going to be unscripted. I think that you're going to enjoy this one because it's going to be a relevant episode about what to do when you don't know what to do regarding trying to get through the disability evaluation system. Alright, so today's topic is inspired by a lengthy email communication with a soldier out west. I won't say his name because he is still serving and still going through this issue. I'll make up a name for him, I guess. Randall. I'll call him Randall. That's just an off-the-cuff name. Looking about, I just saw a letter. Just a random letter. Looking about the room and came up with a name. So I'll call him Randall. And so Randall is going through some problems. He transferred into a western state. And he had some medical issues at the time. But still tried to press on and continue drilling as best he could. And while drilling, he injured his back. He was trying to still do all the cool stuff that he used to do, and his body said, "Nope, you can't do that. You're just not able anymore. You're going to have to slow down." It's kind of like Murphy's Laws of Combat. The joke is a sucking chest wound is nature's way of telling you to slow down. Well, in his case, a back injury was his body's way of telling him to slow down. So he got a temporary profile during his annual training, and that was it for annual training. He slowed down a little bit, but still continued to perform the missions with this high-speed unit, and finished the annual training. The thing was, there was nothing officially put into writing about the injuries he received during this annual training. So when it came time to put those injuries into his medical record, there was nothing to add. And that made things a bit difficult later on. Randall had an ongoing case that he was trying to build for the disability evaluation system. He had also been communicating with me for many months regarding a 15-year letter for a potential discharge for medical reasons. I think he kind of misunderstood the difference between a medical discharge and a medical retirement. So many times I was trying to explain the difference. I think he's got that now. I think he understands that now. But earlier on, I think he did not understand it. And so that was causing some confusion at the time. Anyway, when Randall had these injuries, his unit began to cause some problems. And this is really the gist, really the cause of me talking about his particular situation. And I think a lot of you guys out there are probably experiencing this same sort of problem. Randall is trying to battle his way through getting a medical board started, getting the disability evaluation board started. But he's dealing with full-time staff and full-time and part-time leadership that are either obstinate or disinterested in his situation and either delaying or outright refusing to assist him. That is the case with Randall right now. For example, with the disability evaluation system, in order to get it started, you need a commander's evaluation of the soldier. And for Randall, his commander has said to him that he is not interested in doing that evaluation. Now, whether those are his exact words or not, I can't say. I got this from Randall in a text message, but that was the report I received, that the commander was not interested in doing so. And I have no reason to disbelieve Randall. And if that is true, that speaks very ill of that commander. So, and also I have received similar reports of the full-time staff. For example, the full-time readiness NCO, which is the administrative leader of that company-sized element. You know, for those who are not National Guard, that would be the, in the Army Reserve, that would be, what is the name of it in the reserves? It's not the administrative officer. I'm not remembering right now. I think that is what it is, the AO. The administrative officer, that's the full-time individual responsible for the majority of administrative actions, in that element. That individual was spending more time putting himself in for schools and putting himself in for officer training than he was preparing actions for the individual soldiers under his charge. So again, that speaks ill of that particular individual. He was not taking care of the part-time soldiers, which was the whole point of his having a full-time job. He was taking care of himself only, or primarily rather. So you've got a lot of full-time staff and a lot of part-time staff who are not helping their soldiers and really causing a lot of issues with their subordinates. I've been trying to advise Randall on primarily patience and alternate routes that he can take in order to continue pressing for a disability evaluation. He has several issues that should lead to such an evaluation. He has often become frustrated and expressed a wish to simply allow his enlistment to expire. Pardon me, hiccups. He's expressed a wish to allow his enlistment to expire, and I have advised him not to do this. I have pointed out several Department of Defense and Army regulations that show that when service members have medical issues, it is in their best interest not to let their enlistments expire. It is better for them to go through the disability evaluation, because there are many service benefits they could lose if their enlistments just expire. The biggest among them being potential medical retirement. Now, he already has a 100% rating with the Veterans Administration, so it is possible that a medical pension from the military could be offset completely, but there are other benefits that he could receive that could go along with a medical retirement or go in conjunction with the medical pension, not just the money. So there are many things to consider, not just the money. And I have counseled him repeatedly on these facts, and he's finally gotten this through his head. I've joked, that it's not always about money. There are other benefits to consider. All right. So the big thing for him is just the patience and finally getting the evaluation started. The evaluation from his commander is one of the final hurdles, and I have advised Randall to speak with his first sergeant, which he has done, and perhaps get the first sergeant to advise the commander that his actions are ill-advised and he should do this evaluation because it's in the best interest of the soldier. And the first sergeant has said that he will do so in a few days. There are some other issues going on in Randall's unit that currently are taking priority. I won't go into what those are because that might give away what Randall's unit is, and I don't want to do that. But there are some things that are going on there that are currently taking priority over his individual issues. However, the big thing to consider is if you have an individual in your unit who is stonewalling, there's always a way to work around that individual. Don't get flustered and let that one person hinder you. There's always some method by which you can either circumvent the individual or manage to get that person to ultimately do what is necessary. For example, if a commander is refusing to do what he should, then speak with the primary non-commissioned officer in that unit and have that person speak with the commander. A smart commander will listen to his first sergeant or his sergeant major and consider his counsel. If he doesn't, then consider requesting to speak to the next higher commander. There's always a way. And always use the chain of command, of course. Don't jump the chain of command. All right, so Randall is going about things the way he should. It's slow, it's frustrating, and he's been going about this for well over a year. But the Department of Defense regulations and instructions are on his side. I have provided those to him, and it is also working in his favor. All right, so I think that's enough rambling for one episode. If you have found this of merit, of value, then I ask that you help others learn of this program and bring them here so that they can learn about the information I provide. And of course, if you would like to support my efforts, you can always go to patreon.com/rcretirement and support my efforts at whatever amount you choose, be it $5 a month or $25, and that would always be greatly appreciated. Also remember that for those of you out there with personal issues, be it a need to apply for retired pay or to request an appeal to your branch of service for some sort of action, I can assist with that. You can go to rcretirement.com and click on the Fees for Service tab and see an estimate of what the cost for my services would be, and then contact me at dj@rcretirement.com, and we can work out a deal for me to assist you and get your problems resolved. As always, I appreciate you spending your time with me and look forward to speaking with you again during my next program. I thank you for being part of my audience, and as always, I thank you for your service. So please join me when my next episode rolls around, and until then, have a great day. Thank you very much.
If you liked what you heard on today's episode, then please go below and give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, please let other people know about this channel and the information it can provide for them. If you have questions or comments, then please have no qualms about posting them in the comments section below. Please remember the RC Retirement YouTube channel and the RC Retirement website are not recognized or endorsed by the Department of Defense, the Department of Veterans Affairs, or any other government agency. The information presented in these resources are for entertainment and informational purposes only. Also, the content of either of these resources should not be considered financial or legal advice. Please consult with your own legal counsel, accountant, or financial planner before making any decisions based on what you have learned here. As always, thank you for watching the RC Retirement YouTube channel.